Right, so welcome. We'll just start with a basic warm-up. Let's have the feet shoulder width apart. And just float up with the head. Sink the hips back and down. So you want your weight in the first third of the foot. Hold on a moment. Okay. Relax the shoulders. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Soften the knees and the ankles. Really feel good contact through the feet and the ground. And we're just going to start with. So make sure your knees are in line with the toes. We're all breathing. Sink the hips back and down. Feel the ground under the feet. Slow down. Okay, take a slightly wider stance. And then turn your foot in, transfer the weight, turn your foot out, turn your foot in, transfer the weight, turn your foot out. So watch the alignment of your knee with the toe. It will be nice and tall, and then just very gently do the arm swinging while you're doing this. But when you do the arm swinging, you need to pay more attention to your alignment, because it can go a bit awry. So and just lengthen through the spine. And we're all breathing, very good. And then open the arms. Okay, shake out. Sink the hips back and down. Bounce. Let go in the lower back. Keep breathing. Nice and relaxed. 4, 3, 2, 1. And shake. Let's focus on the knees. Notice what you're feeling in the knees rather than trying to do anything in particular. You're just kind of having this light focus of attention on what you're doing. And then focus on the hips. Notice what you are sensing. And then focus on the lower back and the tummy. And then focus on the shoulders, 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 lovely. And then the whole of the body. And then we raise the arms, raise the arms, raise the arms, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stretch, 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 and release. Oh, lovely. Go back to the shaking. Just notice your breath. Start raising the arms, raising the arms. Raise, raise, raise. Keep the shake consistent, so you're still keeping your shaking going. Shake, 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 and stretch. And then release. Oh, lovely. And we do that again. So just, and then when you're at home and practicing, you can have a play around with a different speed. So if I slow it down, you can speed it up. It's good to explore these things. It's good to explore these things. And then you come out, 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 up, 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 up. And release. Oh, nice. Okay, so let's just go to here. I'm just going to hold that pose for a bit. So notice what that feels like. And then we'll go down, and we'll do this in slow motion. Down, and then up and cross. Now notice what the crossing feels like. So relax your hands. Now sink down, sink the hips, sink the hips, sink the hips. So you're sinking the hips through the balance point of the foot, and then you come up, not too far. So when you get to a nice gentle slope with the shoulder. So we're going to here. Okay, lower down. So there's a gentle slope. So the wrist is lower than the shoulder. Is that lower or higher? The wrist is lower than the shoulder. The wrist is lower than the shoulder, like this. And we're holding it. Stretch out with the fingers a little. Now you come down. And then you come up. And just feel that folding feeling. So you have that hand slightly in front. You're sinking the hips. Then you sink down, down, down. So feel that let go. You want to really let go there. Yeah, feel the letting go. Okay, start from here again. Get very, very soft, sink the hips. Now sink the hips more. As you sink the hips more, feel that the arms are lengthening downwards. Feel that the arms are lengthening downwards and you're letting go in your fingers. We'll just stand like this for a bit. So get your weight in the middle of the foot. Now raise up with the hips. And as you raise up with the hips, the arms follow. And you go to here. And we're just holding this pose. Just relax the shoulders. And you want your wrists lower. I'll show you from the diagonal. Your wrists lower than your shoulders. And you go down, 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 down. Let them lengthen downwards. Feel that. Feel the heaviness of your arms, or feel the weight of the whole of the arm. So feel your arms. That's it. Now you come up and very relaxed. So this bit, there's an upness in the hips and nice and relaxed. You want to really soften the shoulders. And then when you go down, it goes down again. So you feel that lengthening. Feel the lengthening. So, sink down. That's it. Now raise up with the hips and we come up really slowly. It's about there, actually. That's probably easier. So about there. So you want to, okay, try and arrive at the correct place from the bottom, and then look at your picture if you've got one, and then you can measure with your picture to see where your arms are in relation to mine. That's it. And then relax, extend the fingers, that's it. And then we sink down, sink down, sink down, sink down, and we're just gonna, this is quite much slower than what we'd normally do, but it's just so we can really feel what's going on. And then you just let that go. So really let them go. Chin tucked in. Breathing in and out. So we're focusing on feeling things. Then you come up and then you cross your hands. Soften, really soft. Then down. And then you go up. So there, that's it. Now sink down. Float up with the hips, hands follow. Sink down with the hips, hands follow, 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 follow. Let go of the arms, let go of the arms. Then the arms are picked up by the hips coming up. The arms are picked up by the hips coming up. So the hips move, then the arms move. And you're just moving them to there, to there. Then you come down. So you want to relax more. Up. Breathe in, down. Now, this is like a little Qigong exercise in itself. So feel the arms lengthen, 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 and you come up. The arms follow, arms follow. And then they pause here, extend the fingers, sink. And up. So you feel an upness, then you release to go down. Release to go down. Feel that heaviness of the arms. Come up. Arms follow, arms follow, arms follow. Pause to here. Oh, there's a car alarm going off outside. Sorry about that. I'm not stealing the car. And then you come up. So don't be in a hurry. And down. And up. To here. Now extend the fingers outwards. Relax the shoulders, sink the hips. Check your alignment. Now sink the hips more, arms follow the hips. Relax the arms, let the arms go. Hips raise up, hands fold. Breathe in, we just hold that for a bit. Now we sink the hips down, hands let go, feel that at the bottom. Feel that at the bottom. Then you come up with the hips and then the hands follow. To here. So yeah, so the trick is just relax. You want to not be in a hurry with your arms. Arms are not in a hurry. Arms are relaxed. So you're feeling this bit go up and down, and the arms are following this and that. They're following the feet, they're following the hips. So you come up. So what you want to do is avoid the arms being first. You want the hips first and the feet first. Hips first. So the hips are moving, and then eventually, and then they kind of, it's almost like they're saying to the arms, oi, come on, move. So wait. You need to wait, and then you lift your arms up. It's a bit like, if you're say you're at work or something and you're one of the cleaners and you're just having your break, and then you have slightly longer break than is usual, and then you go off and do the cleaning because the boss has just started. You can hear the boss coming up the stairs, so then you all go around you. It's that kind of a thing. So you want to feel the hips raise, and then at the last minute move your arms when it feels almost too late, and then you sink down, and then the arms decide to move. So this is a bit artificial, but we're trying to do a thing, and then the hips come up, and then the arms come up. So like after, that's it. That's much. It feels different, doesn't it? It's like a slightly different, rather than must lift my no. It's like, maybe I ought to lift my arms now. Yeah, I'll lift my arms now, and then you go, maybe I ought to let my arms fall down. Oh no, I let them fall down. And then you're feeling that, and then that comes up, and then try it like that. So make your arms as late as possible and explore how that feels. There we are. And then we will get round to doing something else, but this is it's really good. Actually, let's have a water break and then we'll get back to that interminable exercise. It's all good, but it all what helps just to show. So, for example, in Part the Wild Horse's Mane, actually, I'll do it from here. I'm doing the arms as late as possible, really. I'm feeling the body movements, and then I'm doing stuff with my arms. So it just feels a lot less hurried, and when I'm doing it like that, it feels a lot less hurried and rushed. So that's why we're doing it like this, in a much more. So I'm feeling it in my legs and my feet first, getting used to the feeling, then I'm moving my arms at the last minute. Yeah. It's got a slightly different, because we're trying to cultivate body movements. The body moves the arms. The body moves the arms. Yeah. Rather than where are my arms supposed to be? No, it's all body. It's all in the body. You can end up wasting years of your life trying to do Tai Chi by just focusing on, I wonder what he's doing with his arms. No, that's not the right question. Where are the feet? Or where are her? If it's Eva, what's her feet doing? What's her body mechanics doing? What's her waist doing? And then that will tell you what the arms are doing. It's save you a lot of hassle. Oh, isn't water great? Really good. Because what I'd like to do is we had a look at it yesterday. Inspect the horse's mouth, ward off, roll back, double-handed push, and then single whip. It'd be nice to have a look at those just as a kind of. We'll get back to putting it in a flowing sequence at some point, but it's nice to spend time doing very little. Very good. So when you're doing this, we'll do some more super slow motion ones, and we'll just have a look at some slow motion loosening, and then we'll have a look at boom, 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 and just really explore it. Yeah. So sink the hips, just let the arms go, let the arms go, and now feel the arms, they're hanging there, and then you come up and then you sink down, arms follow, sink up. Yeah, no hurry. It's like Because then you notice more. It's a bit like if you're going for a nice walk somewhere, naturey, like a park or something, or a listen to your body. Listen to your body. So just noticing what you're sensing. So notice what you can hear, notice what you can feel. So I've got the window open at the moment. So there's some traffic noises every now and then every now and then a big puff of wind comes in around the room and I can feel it on my skin. Much better, huh? Okay, now let's try it with the extra twizzle. So now rotate around the elbows, and open. Open. You feel the chest open. Oh, that's lovely. Then you sink down with the hips, sink down. Sink down and up. Like kind of upside down aeroplane arms. So they're like that rather than like that. So down and up. Down and up. Down. Keep breathing. Marvelous. Ah. Wow, that feels so different. I mean, I've not done it like this slowly before for this length of time. It's like, wow, this is fascinating stuff. Okay, let's do a slow-mo. That was amazing, wasn't it? Let's do a slow-mo version. So we start here, we transfer the weight. We're just doing a, and then really, when you're doing this, really check out all your posture. So moving slow is very difficult to do in Tai Chi. Standing still is even worse. So we won't do none of that today. We'll have a look at the health postures at some point because they are very useful to do. That's it. And we're just, actually, I'll turn around so you can see it from the back view. So sink, really feel it in your feet, really. Okay, just for comparison, go a bit quicker now for this one. It's just, see if it feels any different. Watch your posture. Nice. Okay, and then we're just that one. I'm not sure how you do that one slowly. Yeah, it feels a bit, let's try it slow, just out of curiosity. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? Let's just try it. It kind of works. It kind of works. So what you want to do is feel the hip sink, and then you let the arms go. Then you feel the hips raise, and then the arms come up. And then he'll feel the hips sink and the arms come down. I'll show you from the diagonal view. So I'm just doing this. Just for completion's sake, it might be, we're just going to have a go at doing them slower than what we'd normally do. And also the arms moving as a result of what's happening in the hips. And we're all breathing. Very nice. Look at that. Okay, we'll let that one go. And then try a slow version of this. Oh, that's weird. So my arms aren't going that forwards and backwards when I'm doing it slow. They're not. When I'm doing it faster, they kind of swing out. When I do it slow, they don't swing out that much. That makes sense. Okay, and then try that a bit quicker, because that's very strange. So, Karel Kaskuba, he's a real advocate for practicing and having a play around with different speeds, exploring different speeds. So, yeah, when you're doing Tai Chi, it's like you're an explorer. Just by doing it slowly those few times, I definitely feel a bit different doing this now, but I couldn't tell you how. There we go. We're just breathing, just breathing. Breathe in and out. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then. Yeah, if you do this one slow, it gets a bit bigger. And then go back to faster. Oh, what a relief. It's nice to be able to move around. Okay, shake out. So turn your foot out towards the corner. So anything between 30 degrees and 45 or thereabouts. And then keeping the same gap between your heels, shoulder width gap. I raise my heel, I step, heel, toe. Then I turn the back foot in so that my hips and shoulders are square on to the opposite wall. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the angle of view, because it's a bit tricky to see things on Zoom, because obviously there's no the 3-dimension. We're like 2-dimensional. So I'm going to angle but I'm still shoulder width. And then what I'm going to do is I go into the front foot and I sink my hips. So both knees are bent, then I sink back into the back foot. And I'm trying to maintain, I mean, I've got extra wonks in my spine. So it's not going to look straight, but it's lengthened. I'm lengthening through the spine. And then we go. So not all spines normally do that, but mine goes, wow. So it's fine. So we're nice and tall. And that's it. So we won't spend too long on this one because it's a bit character building if you do it for. It's quite good. I once did this exercise. I got really into it, and I must have done it for a good, I don't know, 10 minutes each side, maybe even longer. And oh my goodness, I could really feel my legs. They were like, actually, they were shaking. It was seriously, yeah. So you want to be kind. Although, if you get super strong legs, so you're very, very difficult to fall over, that's even kinder, I think. So maybe it is okay to, you know, super strong legs. Very good for your bone density, this exercise. Works your balance. So, and then we change, come back and sink down. So before you move, take your time to get yourself into the right place. Settle in and then move, rather than being a, we're cultivating the opposite of the tearing hurry. We're in a tearing take as much time as we want. I don't know what that would be. Yeah, it's the opposite, complete opposite. So we're like going, oh, this is interesting. You sink your hips. So sink the hips. Relax, chin tucked in a bit, and looking slightly down, and listening behind and above. That's it. Fantastic. So we're slowly inching our way towards what I wanted to do. So now turn, transfer, turn. So we're just doing the basic turn. You sink back, turn away from the front leg, turn towards the back leg. Oh, I'm using my eyes. So I'm looking forward, I look forward, I look forward. I turn my body, I look to the corner. Front corner, sink forward, turn to the front. Try that the other side. So we just get into the Wu Chi, get that settled and get that really solid. And then from a nice, calm, clear mind, you turn the foot out. Take your time, really feel what's going on. So you feel your way and sense your way into the correct movement. And you sink back. Sink forward, knee lining up with the toes. Keep breathing. So be very clear about where you're pointing your eyes as well, where you're pointing your head. So I'm looking at the corner, and then I'm looking at the front. I'll show you from the diagonal views. Oh, I'll show you from the side view. Look, so I'll face the front, then I face the corner, and then I face the front. So you're minimizing movement. That's better. Okay, enough of that. Woo, goodness me. I'll just show you the bit of the form that we're on. We've just done the end of step back and repulse the monkey. And then I'll just show you the section that we're looking at. So it goes inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, and double-handed push. So we're looking at a small section today, and then it does it the other side. So I'm mirroring. So I've got my left foot forward, you'll have your right foot forward on this bit. And then what we do is we're going into single whip. Single whip. So I'm doing this with my right side. You'll be doing this with your left. Single whip. I'll show that from that single whip. That single whip. So we're gonna look at that section for a few times because we've been doing a lot of work on feeling things, and we've been doing a lot of work on this feeling this movement, because that happens a lot in that section. And okay, what I'll do is I'll demonstrate that section again, and I'll say what I'm doing and when and what foot I've got forward, etc. And then we'll do it as a gang. We'll do it as a group, but I'll do it as a solo first, and then you can see what's going on. Just a quick thing. It's like that for the inspect the horse's mouth. This is the latest from the head honcho Mike. That's that bloke there. That's Mike. It's like that, and I have my thumbs kind of tucked away slightly, and it like that, and then it turns around and then sinks, and you want to keep your shoulders down. Dum, da, dum, da. And there's a little in the body. It's a body movement, and then it goes down. So there, and then you've got your Lao Gong point and your Chi Hu point, lung 1 point on the lung meridian goes, and then it kind of does that a bit. If you look up lung meridian on the Google, and then there's a thing that I like that's a cartoon, and it shows where all it's a bit like and then it shows where all the different meridians go and what the directions are, because they're so like that, and it goes down to the thumb, goes down to, and then there's lung. So when the acupuncturist, if you're having trouble with things, that will be one of the points that they put the needle in, or sometimes down the arm. So again, ask an acupuncturist. They're really clever. They know lots of stuff. They know where all the things are and where the dots are and what the meridians do and the extra, it's really, there's a whole, thousands of years thought processes behind all that. And because they understood the body through observation and worked things out through observation. So they made the framework, which was the traditional Chinese medicine. Whereas in the West, because I guess of all the battles and things, they chop people up to see how they worked inside. So, it's just a different way of looking at it. And I think in some hospitals, one of my friends who's an acupuncturist, he worked in a hospital in China for a bit, and they were making them do exercise, they were making them do the Chinese herbs, they were doing the acupuncture, but at the same time, they were having chemotherapy, they were doing all the Western stuff, and they seemed to, it's not perfect everywhere, but in certain places, there was this real harmony between two viewpoints towards medicine. And the best thing to do is do whatever works best for what situation. So I'm quite happy, I'll take some pills if I need to, and I'll do some exercise if I need to. Whatever gets my body fittest, best is the best thing to do, I think. That's my view on it. So anyway, so it's like that, and then like that, oof, right angle, and you come underneath. So we did that in class once. We held our arms like that, and we were practicing pushing upwards, and people were kind of going, what? It was really fun. So okay, let's give that. I'll just show you this. So we go forward with the left, hold the ball. I'll do it a bit quicker this time, otherwise we'll never do anything today. Inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, double-handed push. Then you sink, turn. So the joins are quite tricky. So we will be spending as much time as we need to. Inspect the horse's mouth, roll back, ward off, double-handed push. And then stroke down. 1, 2, 3. I'll do it with a counting, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single whip. Then it goes into cloud hands, but we'll do that. Okay, let's give that a bash. Yeah, let's give that a bash. Sorry about all the waffling. So you want to be in left, back, bow and arrow stance. So normally bow and arrow stance, you're forward, you're in back, rear bow and arrow stance, your back stance, got your palm up, palm out. So sink forwards. Now turn your waist, bring the hand around like you're knocking something off a shelf. You know, like on some of those YouTube videos, hold the ball, and then you sink into the back foot, and then you go into cat stance. Like when you see the cats knocking the things off of the shelf. I love that. And then you step heel toe. Now you transfer the weight, you turn the waist, inspect the horse's mouth. Rotate the hands over, sink the weight back, turn the waist, point towards the back corner, roll back, turn to the front, almost touch the back of the wrist, sink forward like you're holding a shield, ward off, then you separate the hands, sink back, and then point the fingers up, and then double-handed push. Sink back, point the fingers forward. Arms floating, turn, bring the hands into the chest. Turn, 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 turn. So I'm really turning that foot in. Now I transfer the weight into my left foot as I push out with my right hand. Gather under, hold the ball. And now we're facing the opposite way we were before. So we've done a 180-degree turn. We're in right cat stance. Well, you are, I'm mirroring. Step with your right foot, heel, toe. Transfer the weight. Inspect the horse's mouth. Turn over, roll back, roll back. So you sink back, then you turn. You turn so that you're facing the back corner. And you've got your lao gong and your lung one, or chi-hu, ki-hu, and then turn. And then sink forward, ward off. Now separate your hand. So it's like you're taking your glove off. And then sink back, down, 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 down into the hands float down. And the elbows, they're not behind, they're just slightly, they're resting against the sides. And then you sink forwards and up. So like you're shoving something over, then you sink back, turn. Now this time, we stroke down, 1, 2, 3, go like that. Now let me go over here. 4, raise the knee, take it out, and 5. Single whip. So you're facing that way. Very good. So we look at the directions, we face that way, then we face that way, then we face that way. So yeah, you wanna make sure you're getting your directions. Yeah, that's it. So when you're doing it, what you'll be doing is you'll kind of do that, and then you'll look to see if you're matching me, and then you go back to facing that way. So let's try that again. So we're facing that way. Let's do it 2 more times. Breathing in and out. And we're staying at that kind of snail kung fu speed. Okay, you go forward. So what you want to do is quickly look over at what I'm doing and then focus on what you're doing. So you feel it in your body. You want to feel it in your body. Now you turn the waist, the hand knocks something off the shelf, and then the other hand comes underneath. Hold the ball. Hold the ball. Cat stance. How are we doing? That's it. Then step with your left foot, heel, toe. Feel the heel, feel the toe. Transfer the weight, turn the waist. Inspect the horse's mouth. Sink into the front leg. Turn a bit more. Turn the palms over. Now sink the weight back. Hands follow. Turn the waist. Hands follow. Roll back. Turn the waist. Hands follow. Sink forward. Ward off. Separate the hands, sink the hips back and down, hands follow. Sink the hips forward, hands follow, double-handed push. Sink the hips back, hands point forwards, like they're resting on a high shelf. Turn the foot in, bring the hands towards the chest, palm down. Put your weight, transfer, put your weight in your left foot as you push out with your right hand. Now gather under, hold the ball, face the opposite wall. So we're now facing that way. We're facing that way. Then we step, transfer the weight, inspect the horse's mouth. Turn the hands over, sink back. Turn. Turn to the front. Sink forwards. Sink back. Sink back. Turn. 2. Okay, so we're now facing the corner. Now we stroke down with your left and right hand. 1, 2, 3. Pick up the sock. That's it. And then we lift up the knee, come out and push. Okay. Let's do that. I think that's good. Let's do that one more time. And then for the last 5 or so minutes, we'll I think we've done that twice at least, haven't we? I think that's plenty actually. Let's shake out. What would be good is if we do the single whip 2, 3, 4. So that is a kind of, you can do it that way, but the way Mike's been doing it, he's doing it more like that, because that's more like if someone's coming at you with a punch, you've kind of deflected the punch and then you've gone into, so it's more not that you spend ages standing on one leg and then like that. So we're going to do that as a little health exercise, just to kind of do single whip ad nauseum. So we'll do this side first, and then we'll do it on that side. You do it on the other side, but only when you do the form in the other direction. So let's just do that 3 times single whip exercise on one side, then 3 times single whip exercise on the other. And then let's look at the first third of the form as well. So we're just sort of, okay, here we go. So back cat stance, ready? And begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, let's try that with the other leg forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do it quite big, my own personal style, but you can do baby ones. You can do it like that, much smaller. When Mike does it, he does it, yeah, kind of, you know, like a smart car, and it's all correct. It's quite nice if you try doing some baby ones just to see what they feel like. That's quite nice too. So you can play around. Okay, I was a little bit late starting, so let's go through the first third of the form just so we can move around after all that slow stuff. You should have a nice body that feels quite connected. So let's we just do the first third because I don't think we're going to have time to do any more than that. So sorry about that for waffling too much today. Okay, here we go. Breathing in and out. Very good. Very tall. Own your space, everybody. Here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out and begin. 1. I'll do the counting. 2, 3. Sink. 1. Transfer your weight into your left foot. 2. Turn. 3. Push out. 4. Gather under. Hold the ball. 1. Step. 2. Part the wild horse's mane. 3. Sink back into it. So remember, you're leading your arms with your body movements. 4. That's what we did right at the beginning. So the movement is led by the feet. Transfer the weight and turn. The arms are like an afterthought. 3. Sink back and turn. 4. Sink forward. And then it's time. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just turn around so you can see. This time side step, grasp the sparrow's tail, white crane spreads its wings. I'll turn around where I'm supposed to be facing, and then you brush knee and push. 1. Brush knee and push. Brush knee and push. This time spear hand, cut down, play the peeper, step back and repulse the monkey. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've probably stepped too much or not enough. 3, 4. That's a problem when you're mirroring. 3. And last one, 4. Oh no, I'm all right. I'm all right. Fantastic. And then obviously we do the inspect the horse's mouth and then single whip. So that's not bad, huh? Wow. Great. Okay. Let's do this one. Oh, what a relief. That's very good. Cool, we did brilliant, didn't we? Wasn't that great? Fantastic. So what's your knee alignment? So we've definitely earned our tea, haven't we? Hey, really, really good. Really good. I am seriously, you look fab. You look fab. It's great. So it's so much nicer when you feel you've got a bit better, isn't it? Fantastic. Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, Okay, let's do sun and moon. Sun and moon. So you're on the Monday night, and you know you're very welcome to come and gate crash the Monday night class on Zoom. We're looking at standing on one leg a lot. We've been doing that because we're looking at the latter end of the form where there's a lot of standing on one legs going on. And we were finding it difficult. So we thought, let's just do the standing on one leg bit and don't worry about any of the actual moves. So that's where we're at. So if you want to improve your balance, and we stop for tea as well. It's an hour and a half, but it goes by fast. You're very welcome to Great Gate Crash. What I'm doing is anyone that comes to more than 2 classes a week, I leave it up to them to work out what they think their monthly fees are. Because, you know, everyone's, because of all the electrics and gas bills are going up. So I'm kind of letting people work out what they think. And then that'll do. I'm quite happy, you know. The more the merrier. Breathe in, breathe out. Oh, marvellous. And then here we go. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. One more time. And then rub the hands together and polish the face. Oh, that's so nice. And then rub the hands together again. Fantastic. And then give the lower back a rub. Keep breathing. Oh, here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. And really own your space. Yeah. Make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top. Bring your feet together and back. Fab. Really good. That was lovely. Okay, I'll put my glasses on. Yeah, that's really, really nice. Really nice. Okay, I'll stop the recording.